Hello, hello. Welcome to 407, Educational Technology and Digital Literacy. My name is Professor Catherine Kinsey. I have been teaching at Laverne for 6 years, and I've been teaching other places for 16 years. So 16 years in education. I got my master's at Laverne, and then I have been a elementary and junior high and high school teacher. I'm also a one-period technology teacher on special assignment this year. And there's a video, it's a little out of date, on our Blackboard you can watch to see some pictures of my classroom. But I am currently still a classroom teacher. So for our first week, I just want to review how the course will be structured. And then I'd also like to go over SAMR and ISTE, which are going to be things that we're referring back to in class frequently. And then what are your week 1 tasks? All right, so how will the course be structured? So you can email me, but we'll also be using a web-based and app-based program called Slack. So once a week, you'll get an email announcement from me between Friday and Sunday saying, okay, this is a video with what's going on this week. These are this week's assignments. If you need to get a quick message, Slack is the best. It goes on my phone, I get a notification, and I can get back to you really, really fast. There's also a question thread where you can answer questions for each other. You can also email me, and I will get back to you within 24 to 48 hours, probably 24, but maybe 48 on the weekends. So in a typical week, we're going to start with some Learn. What are 2 to 3 assignments learning, and they're structured by the ISTE standards, which I'm going to explain a little more in a second. And then you're going to create something based on what you learned and then reflect on that learning. All right, so here we are in Blackboard. So on the left, you've got announcements. That's the home screen. And then Course Basics has, like I said, just a video about me with some pictures of my classroom, a link to the syllabus and information about the textbook, some class policies, and some information on FERPA. So the syllabus looks like this. This is the syllabus, and you can use either the 2nd edition or the 3rd edition of the book. They're so similar, both of them will work for you. Just has a course description, and then has, a week-by-week calendar. This does change a little bit. So that's what's in this. Also on the left are the modules. So week 1 is an overview week, and so you can see that at the top you have a list of the assignments, and then these are each the individual assignments, and they're numbered for you. Okay. Then weeks 2 through 6 are blocked together. There's a folder for each week, and when you go into each folder, you'll have the assignments just like week 1. There's a link to Slack on the left, a link to Flipgrid, which we won't be using until week 2, and then this is linked to your grade books. And that is how Blackboard is. Okay, so SAMR and the ISTE standards. So SAMR stands for Substitution, Augmentation, Modification, and Redefinition. And basically, what we want to do with technology is we want to transform teaching. We do not want to sometimes we want to substitute, but we want to transform teaching. We want technology to take our teaching somewhere it could never be without technology. So let me go over some examples. So substitution is just, your technology just replaces a tool. You use a keyboard instead of a pencil. You're substituting. The teaching's not really changing, the assignment's not really changing, the learning's not really changing, you're just using a different tool. Augmentation is when you can add something a little special to that tool. So instead of, using a dictionary, you can have, something like Grammarly, which gives you grammar and definitions and a thesaurus. And so that's augmenting your learning a bit. It's not changing the overall learning, but it's a tool making the learning easier. Modification is when the assignment includes things that could not be included without technology. So if we look at the standard All About Me star student poster that a lot of kids do, if instead of doing a poster, kids did a slide or a website, now they can include video, they can include music, they can just include more multimedia and more technology into their presentation than they could if it's just a poster. Redefinition is when students are creating something and that creation completely changes the learning process and would not be possible without technology. You could not do this without technology. So you see students here doing some sort of video or news. They could not do that without those tools. Okay? You can't do that with a piece of paper and pencil. Quite the same. So redefinition is really transforming technology and education. So we'll be using the ISTE standards, and you're going to be learning more about them this week. The ISTE standards stand for International Society for Technology and Education. For weeks 2 through 6, we'll be learning about the standards for students. Okay, you can see them there. So each week there'll be a focus on 1 or 2 of these standards. Then weeks 7 through 10, we'll be focusing on the ISTE standards for educators. And so you can see that there. So we'll be learning about how can we be a learner as a teacher, a leader, a citizen, collaborator, a designer. How can we do these things as a teacher, which will benefit our students? All right, so for this week, there is a welcome survey, okay? And the most important part of the welcome survey is where it's going to ask about group work. We're going to be doing a book discussion. It's not really group work, it's more of a group discussion. And I really need to know what's the best time that you could meet with someone else to discuss our book. Then you're going to join Slack. There's a specific page, and that information is on Blackboard. Then you're going to post an introduction about yourself in the Slack introductions channel. Kind of think of Slack as a new version of Blackboard discussion board. The problem with Blackboard discussion board is it's asynchronous, right? You can never have live conversations, but on Slack you can chat like you would in a text. Then you're going to complete the getting to know you slides, and you're going to look at what is ISTE and watch a couple videos and then respond to those videos. Organized. So for week 1, this is the link to complete the welcome survey. This is the link to join the Slack, and the first task is to join Slack and then to post an introduction about yourself in the introductions channel. Then you're going to do the getting to know you slides. All right, so here's the getting to know you slides, and you can see someone already completed it. The big key here is not to change the theme because we're all editing in this one slide deck, okay? So you can change the background, but don't change the theme. You're going to include your name, something that's appropriate to share with everyone else, so something you did or doing over summer break, something that you like or love, a favorite TV series, movie, book, song, app, or video, pick one of those, and a place that outside the U.S. you would like to visit. Okay, and so you can see one of your classmates has already completed that. And then the final task is to watch these 2 videos on the ISTE standards, and then in the right submission box, answer these 2 questions. How are the ISTE standards different than content or subject standards, and why would it be important for teachers to learn about the ISTE standards? All right, well, if you have any questions, please do not hesitate at all to reach out to me. I am here to help you. That is my purpose. So it is never a bother. You don't have to be sorry. That's why I'm here. You can email me or send me a message on Slack if you have any questions at all, and I'll touch base midweek. All right, take care and have an excellent week, guys. Bye.